Good morning. You join us after a day of incessant rain, but this morning it's dawned dry, if windy, and it is set to brighten up. So we're off again through Grub Street Cutting with a destination in mind of Nosal. Let's see what happens. Time to go.
And we're off. Just coming into Grub Street Cutting. Junction. Just coming into Nosal Heath. More.
And here we are, Nosal. Bright but breezy, a short but useful little cruise. The toilet's empty, the water tank is full. We got rid of some of the rubbish, and I think it's now lunchtime. So let's go in search of Aqualate Mere. And here we are on the Way of the Millennium. Another one of these old railway tracks pressed into service as a long distance multi-use path. Very pleasant. Well, things were going so well until this. And this apparently is our footpath. And even to us intrepid souls, I think that is impenetrable. So this, on the map at least, is an alternative route. Doesn't look well trodden, but we might give it a go. Wish us luck. Well, it's not easy walking. There's no real path at all. But it is pretty stunning. And we've arrived. Welcome to Aqualate Mere National Nature Reserve. Don't exactly make it easy to get here, do they? Well, wasn't that lovely? Down here, I hope, is our way back to the canal. But around these parts, you never can be sure. One last challenge, I hope. Back at the canal. The navigation pub is just over a mile that way. That was quite a long walk, and Judith is tired. But she's looking forward to her half of neck oil and possibly then a half of something else.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a great walk though. Well, good morning. And it's a bright and breezy morning, but according to the weather forecast, rain is coming. So we're off early with a destination in mind of Wheaton Aston, which is a couple of hours down the canal.
And we're off. From one side to the other, and this particular one is special because it allowed the horses to be led from one side of the canal to the other without having to be unhitched. It was a former milk depot. It's like they're having some work done on it now. Water is definitely here. This is Rye Hill Cutting. Just coming into Wheaton Aston. Going to stop at the services. Get some water, then we'll go through the lock and moor up.
Well, here we are, just above the lock in Wheaton Aston on these 14-day moorings. And this is where Dreammaker's going to stay for a few days, and we're going to have a cup of coffee. Don't know what the rest of the day brings. Maybe nothing, because it might rain soon. Maybe a walk, maybe a trip to the pub, or at least to the shop for some dinner. I don't know. Watch this space. Good morning from Wheaton Aston. We're ready to go again. We've been away from the boat for a few days, so the plan today is to have a bit of a sort out day. We've already emptied the cassette, the toilet. Brood's down there where there are shops, so we're going to call off at Brood and hopefully get to a place called Chillington Wharf, which a boater the other day told me was a very nice mooring. Not too far, showers predicted, so we'd best get going.
And we're off. Stretton Wharf. Well, there's lots of boats here. It's the A5. We're on the aqueduct.
On the approach to Brood, but it's a slow approach because there's a long line of moored boats. And this is now the third video that this boat has appeared on. I think it's called Reggae. Well, here we are in Brood, and it's raining, so our shopping stop might actually become our overnight stop. I think we'll have to see what happens with the rain. Tomorrow's going to be nice, so it might be better to do a slightly longer cruise in the sunshine than a slightly shorter one today in the rain. So let's have lunch, because it is lunchtime. Well, we didn't move on. It rained most of the afternoon, so we sat on the boat and went for a little walk. It brightened up, had a pint at the Bridge Inn, and now we're back at the boat, and I think this is where we'll stay until tomorrow. It's supposed to be a sunny day tomorrow, so fingers crossed we'll enjoy a cruise in the sunshine. Until then, good night. Well, good morning from Brood. It promises to be a fine day, so we're off bright and early, heading towards Gailey. This, for us, is quite a long cruise, but it should, fingers crossed, be a cruise in the sunshine.
And we're off.
And here we have Avenue Bridge, built rather grandly with that balustrade, because this carries the now disused driveway to Chillington Hall. So they obviously wanted a bit of a grand bridge. Not much space here. And here we have the M54 for the first time today. Well, the graffiti's certainly changed since the last time we were coming this way. Rather impressive. Here's a little mini wide. Not quite as impressive as Tixall wide, where we hope to be in a few days' time. Still very pleasant. Oh, tiny bit of sun appearing. And here we have the rather impressive Wolverhampton Boat Club.
This is awfully lock, it's just a very shallow lock, really a stop lock. Here we are on the Staffordshire and Worcester Canal. Here we went down that way. Stourport, Gloucester, Sharpness. But home is this way.
So we're just going into Pendeford Rockin, as it's called. This is a narrow section. It's narrow because it was carved out of rock, so obviously they didn't want to do excessive carving, so it's narrow with passing places. The boat in front has gone ahead and assures us that nothing's coming, so we're going to follow them. Here's a passing place, widens out a little bit. You can squeeze in there and let a boat past if you have to. We've only had to do that once or twice.
moss green, the anchor. We've stopped a few times before, but we're just gonna pass on by today. Get to Gailey. It's the coal barge, well, fuel boat, delivering. Approaching Hatherton Junction and Hatherton Marina. This is where we turn left towards Gailey. On the right is the Hatherton branch, which goes up to Lichfield. They used to bring coal down here, and apparently they're trying to restore it. This is Hatherton Marina. Going far too fast. And another one going much too fast. It's the sign for the chemical work start point. No stopping or mooring, even if we hear the siren.
Well, here we are at Gailey. And it's lunchtime. After lunch, I'm going to walk down to JD Boats, just down there, and they're going to have a look at our engine after all that vibration that we experienced in Wigan. But that's for the next video. For now, please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.